Hello, everybody. This is Tony Chavez, your playing golf coach here in another edition of the Pro2Pro podcast. And we have a fantastic YouTube sensation, territory manager with Callaway Golf, and so many more accolades that it would take a while for me to go through them. The one and only Mark Kagaoan.
Oh,
Bro, how are you?
good pro. Thanks, man.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, the PGA Pro.
Well, I got into this business when I was, I think, 23, right?
Mm,
I played golf growing up with my dad taught me how to play golf, and it was one of those things where I when I saw him play golf on the weekends, I'm like, well, what are you doing? I was young, and then eventually he was like, hey, you wanna start playing golf? I said, sure. So I started realistically like playing golf at maybe age 11, 12, just
mm,
on and off, right? Didn't really take it serious till the eighth grade. And then played for high school, and I said, this could be a great career. So of course, like all of our dreams, I wanted to become a PJ player, like a tour
mm,
player, right?
mhm,
And then of course reality hit me.
mm,
That's right. So I ended up going to the golf academy at San Diego, right? Went there, and then after college, I had to make a decision, man. Like, do I work for my dad's for a company, a family
mhm,
business, or do I try to get myself in the door, right, of golf? I made a decision. I told my dad, I was like, hey, look, I really want to become a golf professional, right? And he goes, well, go ahead. He says, I'll support you. And it started off with me walking into Robinson Ranch at the time, and I
mm,
walked in, buddy, and I said, hey, guys, I just graduated from the golf academy. I also have a business degree, and I want to become a golf professional. But I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and wash balls and pick up golf balls and clean carts for free. You don't even
mm,
have to pay me. I said I'll do it for free, as long as you just when there's a job opening, just consider me for the position. And Larry Atlas says that's illegal. I can't do that. Can you start tomorrow? What's your shirt size? I go, what? And I started off washing golf balls, washing clubs, cleaning carts, to being the assistant golf pro, to the first assistant. When he left, I became the head golf pro. So I finally got the director of golf position. Right. This is
mhm.
now I think 2016 or something like that. And the sand fire happened out in Santa Clarita. I watched the whole golf course burn down right in front of my eyes, and I was like,
Mm.
"Well," I go, "that was a quick director of golf. I better
Wow.
find a new place here." So the owner asked me, "Hey, if I fly out there, could you get me onto the property?" I said, "Absolutely." I had a really good relationship with the city. They let me in the property, and I thought, he was like, I thought he was going to give up. I was ready to hand him my keys. He looked at me. He goes, "All right, well, now's your time to redesign the golf course."
No
I was like,
way.
I'm sorry, what?" He goes, "Yeah, go ahead." He goes, "Doesn't the PGA teach you how to do that?" I go, "No." To redesign. He goes, "Well, you've been here a long time." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "So this is like your home. So this is your home. Design your home."
Wow.
So yeah, it took almost a year to redesign it, get everything done. Went through the process of hiring contractors, and then I got a blessing by Mark Wilson, who called me up and said they're looking for a golf pro at Oakmont Country Club. I said this
Mm,
thing, the Equity Golf Club was something that I at the time I dreamt of doing, and I became his pro. And
mm,
when he left, I became the head pro at Oakmont Country Club, and I got a call from my inside sales rep at Callaway. He goes, "Hey, we're looking for a territory manager for in your territory. What better way to be a rep, a sales rep, but also know the pros too as well? That's already in my that I already have a relationship with. From what I thought I was going to be as a PGA professional, right?
mhm,
It changed. I wanted to play golf. Did I play golf professionally? No. I wanted to be the number one golf instructor in the world. Well, did that
mm,
happen? No, I ended up going in operations. I didn't want to go in operations. I ended up
mhm,
being in operations. Um, did I want to become a sales rep? PGA sales rep? that wasn't in the cards. But I'm telling you, man, now I love what I'm doing, my friend. Like I love it. I love it. It's I think I mean, I'm going to say this right now, but it's all in God's hands, man. And he put
Yes.
me in this position where I think I could thrive, and I love every moment every day that I wake up. And I feel like, I mean, it took a while. I don't think I think it was in, if I started 2004, 2005, I think it wasn't until 2012 until I got my shot. So I didn't leave. There was jobs opening everywhere, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn as much as I can here. And
When you and I spoke about doing this, it we the word organic came up, right? We said that we want to be as organic as possible. And it just so happens that you work for a fantastic company that not only has outstanding products that the greatest players in the world play, and I mean this with all sincerity, that has great people working, and that in itself should be a motivation to go in every day to work.
it is our culture is the culture of the company is just it's so heartwarming. Honestly, it's just such a great, I could go on and on.
Mhm.
I know you're only giving me my 30 seconds, advertisement for Callaway, but no, but the culture of our company is amazing, right?
Mhm.
They care for the people, which makes you motivated to work and care for the company as well. And again, it's great. It goes back to operations as well as a golf
Mhm.
professional,
Sure.
right? You got to
Absolutely.
care for your people, because if you care for the employees, the employees are going to want to come to work. Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about what makes your world go around. I mean, are you into other sports? What are your other passions?
Well, number one is faith.
Mm,
That's what makes me tick is my
mm,
faith in Jesus
mm,
Christ.
mhm.
I also have a if you guys don't know this already, I have also a YouTube channel called Xperia Golf. Right?
Tell us a
And
little bit
Xperia,
about
yeah.
that.
It's a YouTube project that we started back in 2019. Me and a couple buddies. Started off with a beginner golfer. Me myself, a mid, a okay golfer, right? And then there's a golf professional that used to play on tour.
Mm,
And the thing is, how do we have even the playing field and have fun, and
mm,
just show that golf is fun. Golf is fun. We don't have to. There's a lot of stereotypical things in our industry when it comes to golf, that the barriers that they say that there are. We wanted to show everybody that we could break all that. There's no,
oh
we
man.
could break all those stereotypical barriers that people think.
If you had this ability to go back in time and meet Mark, that was just stunned by that head pro that said, "Hey, what's your shirt size and can you be here tomorrow?" What kind of advice would you want to give back to young Mark?
You know, um, just be daring and take chances. Be daring, take chances, and seize every single opportunity that's given to you. There maybe could have been some missed opportunities in my head of things that I was somewhat scared to do, right? That's why we're on here, to let everybody know everything is a learning experience. It's dare to be great, right? And don't be scared to do those ideas, because when I started doing that in my career, that's when I saw things open up. That's when I saw all these blessings happen, is when I started doing that. So I said, that's what I have to do. So yes, be daring, seize that opportunity, and be great, man.
On behalf of the members of the Southern California section of the PGA, on behalf of the 1800 strong, on behalf of Tony Chavez, just a amateur podcaster now.
Amazing guy, daring to be great. Come on, buddy.
I just want to say thank you, Mark Kagaoan,
Oh,
for being here with us. Thank you very much.
my pleasure, my friend. Thank you. Very honored.